Hello students, now we will learn about the data types in Java. First we will see for what the data types are used. That is, whenever you write a program, that is create a program, the the compiler allocates some memory space for that particular type of data. In our program we are using different types of data, that is number we are using, characters we are using, like that different types of data we are using. So each data will be allocated different memory space. For character a byte is enough, but for integer they need 4 bytes. Like that for everything, even in number itself a single digit needs 8 bits. But to save 2 digits you need 16 bits. Like that even for number also we have different memory spaces to be allocated. So a compiler, while compiling, to know the memory space to be allocated for that particular program, we need the data types. So with the data types you declare the variables. So according to your variables, your memory space will be allocated by the compiler. And this memory allocation phase is called the storage assignment phase. For the optimum usage of the memory space, the compiler needs to know the data type. Suppose a single digit can be saved within a byte, but if you give it as integer and you are going to just save a single digit, means it is waste of your memory. So to do that only we have that data types. To save your memory space only we have these data types. So according to what data you are going to save, if you declare that data type, your memory can be saved. So we have different data types. We will see what are the data types. Primitive data types are there and non-primitive data types are there. And again primitive data types are divided into two, numeric and non-numeric. Numeric means the numbers, integer and floatings. Non-numeric means characters and boolean. Boolean also consists of characters only. Then non-primitive types. In non-primitive types we have three: class, arrays and interface. Now we will see in detail about this. Primitive data types. Primitive data types are also called the basic data types. Because the basic data types which we use in our program is numeric, character, numeric and non-numeric, right? That is the numbers and characters only we are going to save in our program, we are going to use in our program. So to declare those things we have this basic data types, and independent of any other type. Independent of any other type means it doesn't depend on any other thing. If you give int, means it will know what should be saved in this variable that is declared as integer. It should save only the numbers, not the decimal point numbers. Only the whole numbers it will save, like that. So it will be having different characteristics what should be saved in the particular data type. Then predefined or built-in data types. Predefined means is the same as I said. If you give int, means the compiler will know what should be saved with this variables and what are the characteristics of the variable. Everything will be declared before itself in your compiler. That is called the predefined or built-in data types. And it contains only the integer. This is if int x, means it contains only the integer values according to the predefined characteristics. A floating point, that is a decimal point, cannot be saved in this, or a character cannot be saved in this integer. Next we will see what is numeric data types. In numeric data types means it depends on the floating point number. It depends on the numbers. In that you have integer as well as the floating point. First we will see what is integer. Integer contains a whole number It includes all positive as well as negative numbers. Whole number means a number without the decimal point, and it can include all the positive as well as the negative numbers. Number should not have decimal point. 4 types of declarations are there in integer according to their memory space. See, for a if you declare it as a byte A means it is enough to save a single digit. If you are going to handle only single digits means it is enough to declare it as byte to save your memory space. If you declare it as short and you are going to use only the single digit means it is waste of memory. This extra 1 byte will be your waste of memory. So according to your data you are going to save, you can declare the type of data which you want. You can declare it using this according to your memory space. According to your data value you are going to save, only your memory space depends. So according to this you can declare which data type you want. If you are going to save within a byte means byte. If you are going to save within 2 bytes, that is 2 digits means you can save it with short, that is you can declare the variable with short. And if you are going to use 4 digits, up to 4 digits means you can take it as an integer. More than 4 digit means you can take it as long integer. Then floating point. Floating point also comes in numbers. It deals with the numbers but with the decimal point numbers. It can accept only the numbers with the decimal point numbers. 2 ways of declaration is float. So here we saw about the memory space, right? Similarly, here also according to the memory space, this is divided into float and double. Float means 32 bits data can be saved, and double means 34 bits of data can be saved. And declaration format is float, variable, that is the data type and the variable, similarly data type and the variable, and whatever value can be assigned here. Then by default Java accepts decimal number as double. If you are not just declaring anything and you are just like that assigning it means Java will take it as double. To specify data type specifically we use suffix, that is to while assigning the value, if you give it like this f, that is big F or small f, this suffix if you add along with the number, it will take it as the floating point number. If you suffix this capital D or small d, then these numbers will be taken as your double. Okay. Then is your characters. Here one thing I want to say. Suppose floating point numbers can accept only the decimal points. Suppose you give m is equal to 10 means it can save it as 10.0. Without the decimal it won't be taking like a integer, that is whole number, it won't be taking. If you give a 10 whole number means 10 will be saved as 10.0. Then your characters. Character type variable can contain single character. Single character means all the letters and numbers and the symbols, whatever it is a character to your computer. The computer stores character with the specific assigned numeric value called ASCII value. Before itself we all know that Unicode and ASCII code. So each and every character is saved as a ASCII value only. Your character is not going to be saved as it is. For each and every character we have the codes, and according to that codes only will be saved to your computer. Characters range from 0 to 255. In ASCII's value is 0 to 255. Only 256 characters can be saved in your ASCII code. So ASCII codes are A to Z. You will be having 65 to 90. That is A is 65, B is 66, like that it will be going, and Z will be 90. Similarly, small case A to Z will be 97 to 122, and 0 to 9 numbers will be 48 to 57, and there are special characters, that is symbols and all are there. No, for that also we have the codes. Then data type. This is syntax of declaring the character is data type variable and character literal. And in this, see a character, this is the variable which is equal to m. Only a single character it can accept, and this single character should be enclosed within a single quotes. Okay, this is the difference between the character and the string. It can accept only single character, and that should be enclosed within the single quotes. So character is always enclosed within the single quotes. String means set of characters. See here, for example, computer application, like that a single word or a sentence, everything can be accepted by the string. And syntax is same syntax, data type variable is equal to the set string constants, that is this thing can be saved here. Okay, and in string, see, note this, you can save it with the double quotes. You should save it with the double quotes. If you give it in a single quotes, it cannot accept the value. So the string should be given only within the double quotes, enclosed within the double quotes. See here, a character can store the variable with 16 bits, that is character p is equal to a, and string can store a variable with the more than 16 bits, because you doesn't know how much length of data you are going to get. So more than 16 bits, according to your data, it will allocate the memory space, because string accepts more than a character, it accepts even a sentence. So according to that, the memory space will be allocated, but a character can accept only a single character. So to save that single character, we have 16 bits. That's all about your data type. Next class we will see about the type conversion.